Hi there. In this lecture we see one of my favourite super grandmasters, Hikaru Nakamura, playing against Irina Krush in the 2011 St. Louis Kings vs Queens tournament. So let's have a look. Knight c3 from Nakamura. We have d5, e4, d takes e4, knight takes e4, knight d7, bishop c4. Now there is some fear, which is to a certain extent justified, that knight f6 invites bishop takes f7 check. And perhaps for this reason, e6 was chosen. And we see what white can do here against e6. So queen e2, knight gf6, knight g5, and now knight b6. So this seems to shield all the soft spots here. Otherwise, there's an imminent looking knight takes f7, which looks dangerous. So knight b6 reinforces e6. So bishop b3, h6, and now we have the knight going back to f3, using the parking space of the other knight for a moment. A4, a5, a4, bishop e7, knight e5, black castles, knight gf3. And this is actually really interesting, this position. Black actually plays knight f to d5. More accurate is knight b to d5. And after d4, c5, this should be about equal. It's important to have a defensive piece quite often on f6. Bad things can happen if the defensive pieces are not there around the king. So we see knight fd5, white castles, bishop d7. Here, if black wants to attack the queen, fine, but queen e4, d4, and then we're hitting f4 knight. This is a bit silly for black to do this, but we actually, in this kind of position, let's just entertain this for a moment, and even dropping d4. This is a fascinating position because it seems as though engines indicate white has attacking prospects here. So we're threatening bishop takes h6 here. Say knight h5, queen g4, and then to h3. We can actually get a strong attack with bishop takes h6. These knights are actually really interestingly placed for such attacks, and a rook left. This situation is actually rather dangerous for black. And yeah, white's got a strong, attacking potential here with advantage. So yeah, there's some juicy attacking possibilities here on knight f4, how things can get rearranged. But bishop d7, d4, c5, and now d takes c5, bishop takes c5, rook d1, and then a knight goes back. So it has lost a bit of time, but there's an amazing, this is quite a strong position for white. And in fact, Nakamura plays a really interesting attacking move here. Can you spot what it is for 100 points? It is a really comfortable looking position already. Okay, but he enhances attacking prospects by simply g4 to aim for g5. Yeah, this is very interesting. So queen e7, g5. This is bad news because a semi-open file is being generated on the g file. H takes, bishop takes g5. This also looks like a very annoying pin. Rook fd8, king h1. So simply using the g file, it's amazing. Nakamura has made it look like an easy kind of attack system. Knight takes c6. So any downsides of g4 are being removed here. The pressure on the diagonal. Rook takes d1. Rook takes d1. B takes c6. Knight e5. So that hits c6. Now, this is a world of pain actually, this position, because there's also lots of other possibilities like knight g4 and rook g1. So we have queen c7. Now we have bishop takes f6, g takes f6, and guess what Nakamura played in this position for 100 points. So it looks like a really amazing attacking position. Okay, I'm about to reveal. Knight takes f7 was played. This is devastating. Knight d5 in response. If queen takes f7, bishop takes e6, and if rook e8, this is check. We're going to take with check, or we're winning the queen anyway. So what does black do? If king takes f7, queen takes e6 check. Now here, if king f8, queen g8 check, and then queen f7 is checkmate. Yeah, so that's pretty vicious. And if king g6, rook g1 check, and we're getting a kind of lawnmower mate pattern. So yes, knight d5 was tried, but now queen takes e6 was played, and black resigned. Irina Krush crushed on this occasion. Yeah, if queen takes f7, the point is white has a dismantling queen takes c6. So hitting A8, dismantling D5, this is over. Black's falling to bits here. You know, king H8, queen takes A8 check, taking, and you know, the whole thing falls apart. So yes, a remarkable attacking game, crushing Krush on this occasion. Let's have a look at that in action replay just for a moment. So E6, because black doesn't really want this continuation, bishop takes F7, which has some interesting ideas to it. So E6, queen E2, it just seems like a logical attacking arrangement. And yeah, I mean, engines suggest a drier knight takes F6 here, pardon me, a drier, instead of knight G5, this drier move. But I really like how the tension is built up here with these two knights on F3 and E5 for G4. I remember using such an attacking plan in some tournaments, and you know, it's pretty dangerous to rip open. You know, this kind of plan is very attractive to me. Just to be aware that there's a lurking G5 break. So the situation was improving for this lurking G5 break now to be effective. So G4. Yeah, it's just very, very dangerous situation for black here. Yeah, it's you know, this position looks, you know, nearly lost. I mean, because of the king's safety issues. Black is having to either lose material or lose king safety here. So yeah, king safety was just obliterated. Knight takes F7. So a very interesting, fun game there. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks so much. All comments, questions, likes and subscribes really appreciated. Thanks so much.